Hey guys, what's up? It's Greg Shazvasti with the Deepest Dream YouTube channel. For more movie and TV reviews and interviews, please subscribe to my channel. Please like the video and share if you can. Thank you so much for your support. Now, the Apple TV Plus series, limited series, 8 episode series that is, The Changeling, the first 3 episodes drop Friday, September 8th. So on your wherever you watch it on your Apple TV Plus television, in your family room, or in my case, sometimes on my iPad, it will drop the first 3 episodes out of the 8 will drop on Friday. Is it worth your time watching it? I've only seen the first 3 episodes so far. And in my opinion, yes, I do have a big concern regarding moving forward, whether I should finish the final 5 episodes. And I will get to that in a second. It's a pretty big concern, and hopefully it'll work out by the end of the series. But overall, I really enjoyed The Changeling. And this review will be more of a reaction, and I'm not going to give out a lot of spoiler stuff regarding what happens within these first 3 episodes. The series begins with our introduction to Apollo, and he's played by Lakeith Stanfield. Apollo is a book dealer, bookseller, and we meet him in the library where he has eyes on the librarian, played by Clark Backo. Her character's name is Emma. So Apollo and Emma, it's sort of a meet cute that first episode. We get to know them, we get to know their backstories with their respective family, and we get to follow their respective courtship as Emma gradually brings Apollo into her life. Okay, obviously, that life will yield a baby. Okay. And remember, this movie is called The Changeling, and it's based on a novel by Victor Laval. And Laval, what's interesting is he has a very good voice. He serves as a narrator, at least for the first 3 episodes. And I believe the rest of the episodes, the intro episodes, or the intro section of the episodes for this limited series. And he's a very good narrator to set the table up for the actual story. Well, it's his story and it's good. He's a good VO guy to set the table for The Changeling. Now, what I really enjoyed about at least the first 3 episodes, is you really get into the weeds regarding the past of Emma and Apollo. You get to see their respective parents, especially Apollo's parents, on what happened when they actually had their meet cute and what happened, why their relationship doesn't completely work out. And Apollo grows up trying to actually learn more about his father, and also maybe his mother has kept some secrets from him along the way. Now, I wanted to really spotlight the 2 actresses who plays his mother, Lillian. They are Alexis Louder. She plays the younger version of Lillian, and Adina Porter plays the older version. And they both are very, very good. And hopefully, Apollo's mother, Lillian, she has a big, I'm assuming she's going to have a really huge role in this series. Have not read the books, but both actresses play her really well. The flashbacks are quite, at least for the first 3 episodes, there's a ton of flashbacks. So you get to see Apollo's mom trying to live her life and the struggles of a single mother living in New York. And her son is essentially a latchkey kid. A lot of times, Apollo has to stay at home, watch TV, and while his mother is off at work being pressured by her boss. Whereas Emma has a completely different childhood, and it's a pretty traumatic one. And yeah, that's all I'm going to say regarding that. There's some really interesting stuff. And then also, you get to learn a little bit about about Lillian's own backstory as a youth. So all of these elements make up The Changeling. And what I'm saying right now is a whole bunch of stories, and the supernatural element comes in when the librarian, played again by Clark Backo, that is her name, I believe. Yeah, Clark Backo. She plays Emmy. Emmy takes a trip to Brazil where she is actually not encouraged and warned by the locals not to go to this local sort of either lake or waterfall area. Do not go there. If you see a witch, get out of there, or a mysterious woman. Emmy does not listen to the locals. She goes there, and that mysterious woman, offers her up 3 wishes, and she ties a little bow thing on her finger. Okay, so Emmy comes back to New York after that Brazil journey, and then essentially what happens for the rest of the narrative, I'm assuming, is what happens in Brazil doesn't actually stay in Brazil. What supernatural occurrence happens in Brazil infuses itself into the streets of New York, or especially the lives of Emmy and Apollo. So you get to really see some of that supernatural element in the series. And then also, Apollo has his own supernatural connection with his mother regarding, and his father, You can see, I think from the trailer, I don't know if they show it, there's a mist in the door. There are people with, there's someone with a mask. So there's some really mysterious elements behind Apollo's past as well. And I was wondering by the end of the third episode, do these two events, the one in Brazil, as well as his mother's past from Uganda, do those things intertwine? And if it seems a little bit confusing the way I'm really explaining it, it's because there are so many different stories within the Changeling. And credit to Victor Laval for this. It's really immersive, interesting storytelling. But I'm wondering, I have 5 more episodes to go, and I am fearing, I hope that all of these questions or storylines get wrapped up. I don't need a nice little bow to wrap them up in, but there are some mysteries that are laid down within the framework of the Changeling that hopefully we will get answers to. And yeah, so I really enjoy Lakeith Stanfield's performance as Apollo. He is the main character so far in the narrative, and his desperation and his search to figure out what happened to his baby and his soulmate. There's just a lot of challenges that he's facing. This movie also deals with mental health, PTSD, postpartum depression. Some of those issues are also on the table within the Changeling. So there's a lot of themes and a lot of ingredients that Victor Laval has put into the Changeling. Whether they work or not by the end of the eight episodes is another thing. But so far, for the 3 episodes, I highly recommend it. It's one of these things where it's the first 3 episodes. Hopefully, the rest of the series will be on that same level, fever pitch as the first 3 episodes. The third episode, I'm not going to say what happens. It's a complete doozy, and it's very nerve-wracking what happens. Also want to mention Malcolm Barrett. You might know him for his work in the TV, short-lived but beloved TV series Timeless. He plays Patrice, a fellow book dealer, bookseller, who is pretty much the only friend, or maybe the best friend, of Apollo. Again, great performances by Lakeith Stanfield, wonderful work from Alexis Louder and Adina Porter, the 2 actresses who play his mother. And I really love its just rendering of New York and the atmosphere, and the jumping back and forth with the flashbacks. Actually, even though sometimes it can get not confusing but jarring, it would seem to be jarring, but it's actually a seamless transition. I'm invested in each of these storylines. Again, I just hope by the end of the 8 episodes, it will be, a lot of those mysteries will be solved, and we won't be left with some kind of ambiguous story that we have to interpret on our own, which sometimes I like. But I guess in this form of the Changeling, I want some of my questions or theories answered about what happened to his soulmate Emmy, what happened to his baby, what happened to him, what happened to the past. So many things, so many questions that are laid out in the first 3 episodes. And obviously, you can go online and get a general review of what people thought of the entire series, because there are media members like myself who've received all 8 episodes and have seen it. But I just didn't want to cram all 8 episodes within a week. I wanted to actually let just the first 3 episodes, and then I'm going to gradually get into the rest of the episodes for the Changeling. All right, tell me what you think. Drops again on Friday, September 8th. Would love to hear in the comments. Do you think it's really good? Tell me what you think about the novel. Is it faithful to the novel or whatnot? Thoughts on the Changeling. Thank you so much for your time. And yeah, please like, comment, subscribe to this Deepest Dream YouTube channel. Again, do movie and TV reviews with my buddies, Bruce Perky and Eric Holmes from Cinematics. We do that. And there's a whole bunch of interviews that are also on this channel. All right. Thanks again so much for your time and support, and take care. I hope you guys enjoy the Changeling. Bye-bye.